family, back in your face with another one. As you can see, I got my magic glasses on, so y'all already know when I got the magic glasses on, it's time to put some work in, huh? You understand me? What I'm about to do is, I'm about to bathe my babies, dry them up real good, bring them back into the laboratory, and I'm gonna be working on my stud. You know, my boy Chasing. I'm gonna be working on my boy Chasing. I got some material that I use. It's an approach that I've been doing since the beginning of time when I first started breeding, and it's been working. It worked on my boy Bando, and I know it's gonna work on my boy Chasing. You want me to tell you how I know? Because I just have an eye of a tiger. I just have a mustard seed of faith. I believe that it's gonna work for sure, for sure. As you can see, this is what I'm gonna be using. It's a setup. This right here come off. It's the end of the aftermath of a paper towel. This is the aftermath of paper towel without the towels connected to it. I just cut it in half because the one part of it was damaged. So what I'm gonna be doing is using this, using my magical scissors, using my magical wrap, and there's just a little extra something, just in case I may need to be creative. This right here is gonna help me bring everything together. So with that being said, TV Inc. family, like, comment, subscribe, put your seatbelt on, because I'm about to drop it in low gear. I'm gonna raise my frames up. I'm doing restroom breaks right now. So after my restroom breaks, I will be bringing these crazy next level bullies, bulls, you know what I'm talking about, into the forefront of my live so y'all can see how I get on. You know what I'm saying? But I'm finna bathe these babies. I had went to Walmart too. I had grabbed me a little setup for the pups. This is what I'll be putting in their cage. It's something that I'm gonna be using to because I noticed that my pups are very intelligent. And I'm understanding now that they have a certain side that they like to lay on, and they have a side where they like to take their urine and poop. So since I paid attention to my pups, I said, you know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna invest in a little old, y'all see, a washable potty pad. You know what I'm saying? Potty pad, a washable potty pad. That's what this is. I wanted to give it my own name. That's why you heard me correct myself. I was gonna give it my own name, his own name, but I'm gonna go with the brand that Walmart named it. But yeah, I'm gonna have this sitting on one side, the side that they don't like going to, you know, during the night or throughout the day. You know what I'm saying? They do go on the opposite side of the cage. A lot of times they go that way to either if they playing or to poop or urine. So I'm gonna execute. I'm gonna make like you remember what I told you guys in the beginning in so many words. We don't work hard, we work smart. You know what I'm saying? So this is a smart approach, man, for these pups, man. And it's teaching my pups at an early age. It's teaching them, you know, where to take their poop and urine, you know what I'm saying? It's teaching them, it's potty training them early, in other words. So I'm gonna be using this. I had grabbed some as well from Walmart as well. You know, I love my pups, man. You know, I love, you know, kissing on my pups and stuff of that nature. As y'all seen, you know, man, my pups have a little strong relationship, man. We get physical, you know, and, you know, I love on mine. So, you know, I've been using that Don Corleone, you know what I'm saying? But I want to add a little fragrance to the wash. You understand me? After I tighten them up and put that little old magic touch with it, with them suds up in there. I wanted to bring that baby, you know, the smell of a baby to all the parents out here on my live, all the parents that's on my live. Man, ain't no smell like a newborn baby out there ain't being washed up. And even when they come out of mama, ain't no smell. I apologize. I was trying to see what that girl Jade was over there doing. I heard her doing something. You know, I gotta watch Jade. Jade has a look. I don't know. I can't put my finger, place my finger on top of it right now. But I have to watch it because she one of those ones. She's very observant. She watched the land, and she like to do what she see other people do. She's not a leader. She's a follower, right? So every now and then when I'm hearing certain things going on, thank you, my brother. When I'm hearing certain things going on in the background that just don't sound like something that I'm familiar with, I have to look, because Jade will eat my highs down. She'll turn to a termite. That's why I got, you know, on them tubs, them laundry tubs that you can house your clothes, storage your clothes in. You know what I'm saying? Or after you wash your clothes, a lot of people storage them in there, and, you know, take them to their bedroom and fold them or do what they do with it. Well, the big tub that I had, I got a couple of them. One of them was a tub that it was kind of damaged a little bit, but the top was still usable. So what I did was, since I knew that my dogs like to come behind me after I patch up a certain scratch or something they didn't put on the wall, because I got like some sealing stuff that you, whenever they did something to the wall, I'm able to put it together now. And once it dries up, I can paint over it and it look like ain't nothing ever happened to it, right? Well, that white stuff, I forgot. I gotta go get this. Hold on. What's the name of this stuff? Let me make sure I get the right school, you guys. But it's this stuff here. I know a lot of you guys that's into the construction field, or when it comes to you know, building a house or whatever, or patching up holes, y'all very familiar with this all-purpose right here. This that magic work right here. This a magic tool, and this is some magic seal that I use. You see how it look right there when you start you loosen it up. You're able to put it on walls and holes and stuff and straighten it out. You're able to straighten it out, right? But what's going on, whenever I put that on now, I didn't notice until later on. When it's drying up, or in the process of drying, for some reason, I'm thinking, you know, my dogs ain't gonna mess with my wall or messing with the stuff that I done applied to the wall, man, to fill that hole, the little scratches or something they done put on the wall. I'm thinking, you know, after I done already got on them, fussed at them, that they'll avoid that, right? Man, come to find out, my dogs like the stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's strange, man. But that goes back to what I was telling y'all in one of my previous videos, that these dogs are like they savages, you know what I'm saying? And they really don't know nothing. They just free spirit beings, you know. And a lot of stuff they do, they curious like kids. It don't matter how old they get, they just curious, man. It's just the nature of a dog. But yeah, man, they start still eating the stuff up. So what I did was with Jay, since I know she still trying to go in and tear my walls down and have me overworking myself and have me getting on her about something that I'm already knowing she's in a process of trying to shape her reality. You know, I just said, man, you know what? I'm gonna just put that top that comes with the tub behind her cage to keep her from eating at my wall, and it's been working. But that's the reason why I'm sharing this with you guys is because when I stopped just a while ago and I was hearing something in the background, I was making sure that she didn't get clever and move that top over and was chewing at my wall, because I noticed at the above of that top, it looked like she scratched my wall a little bit, like If it wasn't for her having to do something extra to try to do what she wanted to do to the wall, I think she would have sat there and ate a hole in the wall. But since she got to stand up there and kind of trying to eat it, she lazy. She ain't trying to stand up there and eat the wall up like that. But yeah. hmm You know, but yeah, man, I love being great, man. You know, I know a lot of you guys are great as well, man. But we finna get to it, TV Inc. family, man. You know, I'm already a showstopper. You know, they already crowning me already. All my trollers are then put on their gear, they put on their best gear, man, to try to move me. You know, I like it when I like it like that. I like it like that. That's what you heard my dog. You know, Cardi B say, you know, she came up with that. I like it like that song she put out. That's what I like jamming. I like to do my two steps, you know what I'm saying? When them trollers come in, I start doing that like it. Like, I start putting that I start trolling them and doing the two steps on them, you know what I'm saying? Me letting them know, man, keep up the good work. Keep engaging, keep the comments coming, keep being the best troll ever, because in the due time, you'll be brought back to reality and you'll be back in line with greatness, or you'll just be back at home with the Father, waiting on the next life he has in store for your existence. But with that being said, TV Inc. family, let's get to it, man. We finna knock these restroom breaks, knock out these pups, and lace up my boy chasing legs, man, with this. I call it. Hold on, I gotta talk with someone right quick. Hold on right quick. You know, you've been around for a while, right? And I crowned you at once upon a time as one of my favorites, right? But the way you've been acting lately, I'm starting to realize that I should have never said you were my favorite. Because someone of my favorite understand my instructions. And the one that understand my instructions are the one that continues to get rewarded for being obedient. But I'm noticing the more you continue to exercise and flex my laws, you begin to start rubbing off on this baby on the side of yours, right? And it makes it to why I don't have one dog to have to worry about. I have two dogs that I have to worry about doing things that this thing on the side, you, her father, and you are teaching her. So it becomes times 20 of what y'all do in her. And guess what it does? It makes me have to work even harder to get her in line with the program. So if you can't handle what goes on here at the program and respect my laws here at the camp, I can put a ticket on you, and I guarantee you, somebody, somewhere around the world, will be happy to have you in their home. Because that's where you'll go. You'll be in someone else's home because you can't follow my instructions. So I'm asking you nicely, respect me while I'm on live, or face another reality that you don't want to face. And that's being in someone else's home other than his home. Letting you know now, I don't want to hear it. My fault, TV Inc. family. I had to holler at my girl, Sabi Hobby. That's my girl, man. She's still my favorite, but she was one of the ones that was more clingy to me, and she started to show me that she didn't allow something to rub off on her to where I gotta keep repeating myself, you know what I'm saying? She over there doing something she already know that I'm not with, you know what I'm saying? So I had to talk to her, you know what I'm saying? These are my animals, you know what I'm saying? I don't know about how you interact with yours, but if that's how you interact with yours and it's working for you, I salute my brother. But how I interact with mine, man, we have full conversations like me and you have. Like we really go up and through them. They talking and running their mouth, and I'm going off too. You know what I'm saying? And we just going up and through that. But at the end, guess what happened? The boss, the one that pay the cost, word is the one that's sticking in. You feel what I'm saying? Why? Because I'm the man with the plan, the leader, the one that's making the way for us all. So they either can get with the program, or I can put a price on them, and they can be placed in another program outside this program. But the thing about it is, if I did put a ticket on her and she went to another program, it's either going to be a better program than mine, or it's going to be a program that's like mine, where she's still in good hands. You feel what I'm saying? So, what I may probably can't get, or whatever she don't get with me, somebody else will probably lay hands on it, eyes on it, and be able to put the time and energy into shaping her reality into not, I wouldn't say functional, a dog that's more obedient, you know what I mean, other than what I'm getting here at TV Inc., man. But it's all good. She a good dog, man. She a good dog for sure. She a good dog for sure. Look at my pups. Look what they doing. Look at them, man. Look at them. I love these little rascals. They want to get out, but they already know why they want. They already know I know why they want to get out. They want to run wild, poop everywhere, and I'm gonna let them do that in a little bit. But right now, we're doing restroom breaks, so I'm finna knock this out. Oh man, we got 100 people on the live, and we only got 14 likes. Man, hey man, that means you need to do a temperature check, check your heart, check out the reason why you tapped into the live, and then once you realize you like the live and you haven't subscribed or liked the video, man, that means you still got some stuff going on with you. You need to go sit down and you need to get into the huddle, man, with great players like yourself and me, and see about yourself, man. We got medicine for that. We got medicine for that. Want me to tell you what the medicine that we have for that? Don't think about it, just do it. Yeah. That's the medicine for it. Do not think about it, just do it, man. The more you think about it, the more you're going to talk yourself out of doing it. Look at this girl here. Y'all know Millie Mill, man. You know Millie Mill about to give birth to some crazy bulls, man. Y'all better have your bag, your depletion, deposit ready. Y'all already know Millie Mill about to give birth to some crazy bulls. It's my girl Millie Mill, man. Y'all better make sure, man, y'all tap in, man, and be able to feast your eyes. Yeah, man. Put your hand on some of this quality, man. Look at that girl, man. Look at that girl, man. She just kind of looking like, I'm tired of these babies in me. Homie, they getting big, and that's how she looking. Y'all know how what the women go through, man, whenever they towards the end of their pregnancy, man. They be ready to let the baby come out so they can enjoy, get them a break. You know what I'm saying? She been carrying them babies almost 60 plus days. Almost 60. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, she ain't carrying them almost 60. But yeah, you see what's going on with that girl, man. Thank you. Larry, what's going on? Yeah, man, but back to what I was saying, man, we got 114 people in the building, man. That means we got a good look. We doing good. We placing our best foot forward. And guess what? The great man, shout out to the owner, man, that came up with this YouTube stuff here, man. Whoever came up with this YouTube, man, you are a genius, brother. You're a genius, man. You had the right plan. You had the right plan on the land. Yeah, man. I really appreciate you, my man. For real, man. You made it happen for a lot of us, man. We really appreciate you, for real. You know what I'm saying? And then, you made it to where anybody can be great on this YouTube channel. You got trollers being great. You got one, it's all kinds of great people, man. Me personally, I don't knock the troller, man, because it's hold that thought. when I talk to you, I don't ask you to do the opposite of what I tell you. You're doing the opposite of what I tell you, right? So you would be going outside by yourself. Go out. Go out. And you better take care of your business when you go out. Because if you don't do nothing other than, that ain't what I asked you to do. Don't use the restroom. Use the restroom. You know, you sound like a whole cow. That's what you sound like right now. You honestly sound like a human being, a woman that's in a good mood, that's intimacy right now. That's what you sound like. You're a whole male dog. You sound like a whole woman. What is that? What is that, man? You trying to get my attention with all that, man. This is my regular pit bull, man. This fool here in the background trying to let me know. Go on, put me out. What's going on? I'm going to be honest with y'all, TV Inc. family. You know I got to keep it real with the fam. I got to keep it real with the fam because I don't want to leave y'all out. I don't want y'all to be left out. Hold on. Yes. Yes. Because these dogs, I'm out here with these dogs, talking to these dogs. What do you mean? All right. Back to what I was saying. What's going on, TV Inc. family? That female dog that was doing the trying to get my attention, she didn't just want to use the restroom, TV Inc. family. See, I studied my dogs, right? She at the ovulating point right now. She's really looking for some work. Anytime you hear that stud that you heard, the one that I told is my worker, he ain't to be used in the yard. He's my worker. Whenever you hear him making that noise right there, that means that female dog must be ready to be worked. That's how I understood how to, like, at one time I had bred my dogs and started running AIs on my dogs, and it was successful too. That was with Jade. I ain't even do I didn't get no pedestrian tests or nothing on them. I just paid attention to where when that Cyber had came and hit the first time, and I went through all the steps through the vet, paying for the C-section, paying for pedestrian testing, paying for the whole works, right? The norm, what we go through as a breeder, the things that we have to go through, the laws that you have to follow when it comes to breeding this breed of dog. You know, I went through all that, but I also was paying attention to how my studs was acting at the highs, you know what I'm saying, whenever she was in heat, right? So when she came in heat again, I noticed whenever the vet had told me, I had kind of reflected back on when the vet told me it was time to use her, right? When it was time, when she was really ovulating and her numbers was high, and it was time to start doing AIs or whatever I'm gonna do on her, my stud was doing certain things. He was making certain noise, right? So I say, okay, I'm familiar with that noise. That noise, I'm not gonna say that's accurate right now, but I'm gonna keep that in mind. When she came in heat again, and he started doing that same thing that he was doing when the vet told me when I was able to start doing AIs on her, I said to myself, that must be the sound that he makes when my female dog is ovulating. Guess what happened? I test the water. When he started doing that sign, doing that noise, I already did my homework, because I'm doing my homework either. I'm taking notes. So what happened was I'm already Googling everything. I'm trying to find out whenever the female dog, when you first notice her first signs of blood, how many days you got before she started reaching the point to where you can start breathing or whatever, right? So what I did was, okay, I seen the first sign of blood. Boom. I documented that. I went with the timing that Google had told me when this dog should be starting around the time when it started to do AIs and stuff on or whatever you're going to do on breeding time. Whenever it's time to start breeding, you have up until this time, after the spot of blood, right? So even then, whenever I reached that point, when I seen the first spot of blood, whenever she reached that time, whenever the Google had told me it's around the time when it's going to probably be time for her to start, when she start ovulating or whatever, I started paying attention to my stud. My stud, he was a little bit. So I said, you know what? I'm going to skip another day. I'm going to skip another day and see how he behave. How he behave. He went to going off then. So I said, it's that time. It's that time she ovulating, right? So I went to running AIs on her. I ran AIs on her every other day, sometimes every other 2 days. And I ran it all the way until I seen her doing no more flagging. And then I started, because how I was doing it was how I was able to keep up with my bull and understand when it's over with, when she and it bypass and she ain't trying to breathe no more. I let them go out with her for a little while. And if I see them still flagging and they still trying to get up on her, I say she's still working. So I'll run another AI, skip a day, put her back out there, she's still ready. Hit her again, put her back up, skip a day, run it again. I was just doing it until that time whenever I noticed when I put her out there and she start biting, I say, now it's the waiting game. It's the waiting game now. It's time to wait now. I played the wait game, right? Guess what? The AIs are successful. My timing was right. I said to myself, really, I don't even need to vet. I don't really need to vet. When you start understanding the science behind this stuff, that's all scientists do. That's all they do. When they sitting there in the lab or whatever they working, from rats or whatever they working, they day by day taking notes. They taking lists to weight dog, whatever they working with responds to certain chemicals or respond to certain injections, respond to, you know what I'm saying? So that's all you do as a breeder. When you really into this and you into it into this way of life and you looking for the long, you don't just go off everything with machines and vets. You go off your own gut feeling at times. You know what I'm saying? You really get down and dirty, man, and pay attention to your seed. This is my crop. This is my crop here. You know what I'm saying? This is my livestock. So I got to understand my livestock outside of machines as well. Because sometimes I notice too with the vet. The vet ain't too much off all the time. But I notice with cyber, I think the vet, when I done progesterone tests, I think the vet kind of been off a little bit. My personal opinion. I really don't, I'm not accurate with that. It's my personal opinion. I'm entitled to it. But the reason why I feel like this is because the 2 times I bred her, I got a singleton out the deal the 2 times I used her. And the first time I used them, man, I had down there every bit of down there $5,000 tied up in the breeding, from the C-section to the using the stud I used to the constantly back and forth pedestrian tests, the whole works, man. I had down there $5,000 tied up into that breeding, plus what I spent on the dog. I paid $4,000 for the dog. That's $10,000. That's down to $10,000, not including me doing the yearly shots, not including me feeding these dogs day in, day out, all year round, not including keeping up with a shampoo, conditioner, etc., not including whenever they sick or stuff that goes on. This is stuff that, so I'm just kind of just giving you an estimate of what a breeder go through, man. This is stuff we deal with. That's the reason why people don't be understanding when we say, nah, bro, this dog costs more than $1,000, homie. I got more than that tied up in this dog. So you have to understand this is the reason why a lot of breeders had this on their belief window is because we got so much tied up in the dog because we understand our livestock. We understand what we breeding. We understand what's in the pig. We understand what we trying to produce. So when we finally strike and get what we looking for out the deal, that's the reason why we putting these numbers on there to make you feel like, ah, dang, bro, you want that much? Yeah, I want that much. Because you gonna make that times 20. You gonna make that times 20. You gonna get whatever you spent on the dog I sell you out the dog in the first year, as long as you place your best foot forward, you marketing yourself right, and you taking care of that dog, man. And you lining that dog up with the right dogs to be lined up with the dog in order to continue in order to produce great fruit like the fruit I gave you. You can't have grapefruit and then try to go the cheap route out, and then you're gonna produce another great grapefruit like the one I gave you, or like the one somebody else gave you. You can't do that. You got to line the right fruit up with the fruit in order to continue to produce great fruit. What's going on, family? Man, I'm sitting here, man, building with my family. This wasn't even playing with, with me going up and through there. I just, like, when I turn my live on, man, I just go for what I know, man. Whatever come up, and I'm with it, man. I apologize to everybody that may, man, I appreciate you, family. I apologize to everybody that may be tapping in and I ain't been saying nothing, even with the trolls, man. I apologize. I ain't feeding into none of your negative, your negative approaches, man. I apologize, man. You got a place here on TV Inc. Live, man. But right now, I'm building. But that's what I was saying. You know what I'm saying? I begin to understand this much when I start embracing this way of life and start understanding how much I got tied into this way of life. I start understanding, okay, I know a lot of guys that paved the way for us, that made it to where you able to become a great success in this way of life. I understand the works that's being put into this foundation. You know what I'm saying? What's been put down before I came along, right? So I said to myself, at the end of the day, if I'm gonna do something opposite of what these guys doing, I'm either gonna do something that's better than what they doing, or just fall in line and do the same thing of what they doing. So what I said to myself, I'm gonna follow the laws that they already laid. But if something else come along and it makes sense to me and it's working for me, and I'm not missing it, it's consistent, I'm bringing that law into the effect. I'm bringing it to the effect, and I'm gonna make sure it become law, because I'm gonna show you through my track record that this worked. That's the same thing these guys that's been putting it down since the beginning of time that has set a tone in this way of life game. They set the tone for us, right? That's what they did. They showed you through consistency that it's not a miss, that this is how it goes, this is how this goes, this is how this goes, this is how it goes, right? So when I come around and I start come up with something that makes sense and it's something that's working for me and I haven't missed, it's on the law that I start bringing it into effect and making you understand and work. By showing you without the machines or everything that this is how it go down, right? Right? What I come to understand too is a lot of people do the AIs on dogs because of this breed of dog, right? This breed of dog is sometimes a lot of these dogs are how can I put it in words? These are dogs that have masculine structures, a lot of bone, a lot of everything. And then you got another dog that had that same appearance. They bringing that same thing to the table. And a lot of times, regardless if that dog is functional or what's going on with that dog may be in line with something that you may feel, man, I think he can do a natural breeding. It's best to not try that. It's best to not try to, take it there. Because sometimes when you do that, you can put stress on the dogs. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I learned along the way with breeding these dogs and understanding the reason why these guys is doing these pedestrian tests and the reason why they doing the AIs and surgicals and stuff of that nature. And then I understand the reason why a lot of people don't want to do the natural breeding. It's because a lot of people have so much time into the breeding, they just don't want to take a chance allowing their dog to have the baby is naturally, and they end up start losing start losing the production and lose the big face. You know what I'm saying? What's the big face? The dog that's making it happen for them. You know what I'm saying? The dog that they see a bright future with. You know what I'm saying? So that's the reason why a lot of guys are following these certain laws. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I see a lot of people, man, y'all tapped in for real, for real. I see it's a lot going on. Man, you know, it depends. You know, I'm on God's time, and so, you know, I don't want to ever place nothing that got to do with the Father in the box. And I hope you don't either. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it ain't no telling what these dogs can do. If the Father say that dog, he want that dog to have 20 puppets, that dog gonna have 20 puppets for you. That's just how the Father work, man. He work in mysterious ways. You never know what the Father may have in store for you. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to ever put nothing that was created by the Father in the box, because I understand the Father ain't able to be the Father in the box. Just like I'm not able to be the great person that I can be in the box, and you can't either. In order for us to be able to see past the things that's outside of the norm, we have to believe in a way that's unbelievable. We have to make those that don't believe in certain things understand that as long as I'm in line with my higher self and I'm in line with the Creator, I'm in line with my purpose, it ain't nothing that I can probably even fathom that won't become a success. You know what I'm saying? It's going to become a success, people. You don't matter. We don't want to ever put anything that concerns the Father in the box, man. And I'm just being straight with you. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like with my Father's creation. A lot of my Father's creation have got so blinded and so distracted by things that don't matter. Look what's going on. Look what's going on. I'm sitting here speaking about dogs. I'm sitting here speaking about some dogs, man. And speaking about my vision and where I'm headed with this way of life. And we got trollers here making me their way of life. They sitting there making me their way of life. They got me on their radar. I turned my live on in 1.23 seconds. I already had trollers on my line. You want me to tell you the reason why? Because I'm going to be honest with you. In a short period of time, I done accumulated hundreds of subscribers, man. I done accumulated hundreds of subscribers. And you want me to tell you the beauty in what me accumulating them hundreds of subscribers in a short period of time, the beauty in it is that I earned those subscribers. I didn't force nobody in or tell no one to subscribe. I just went through the motion. I followed the laws of the land, and I brought fruit to my channel. So people love real people, man. People love genuine people. People love people that's straight up and down, man. People knowing when they dealing with somebody that's role playing, because outside of the roles, they somebody you don't even want to be around. Straight up, I'm just being honest with you, man. Whenever I become a greater success in what you witnessing now, you won't ever have a time to where I'm never open to be able to build with you on any kind of time. Maybe I may be at a point in life to where my life is now moving in a way to where I don't have as much as time to invest hours of time in explaining something to you in the middle of taking care of business. But I'm always gonna have time for my true supporters, the ones that help me make a way for myself and my family, and help me make a way for themselves and their families. You know what I'm saying? I'm always gonna have a time for that, because I never forget where I come from. I remember when my channel didn't have no subscribers, none at all. So at the end of the day, anybody that comes along, that's the reason why I stamp you as family. Because it takes guts. It takes guts, man, to put your pride to the side and accept somebody and even press the button and say, I'm going to subscribe. It takes guts to do that. That's bravery, man. That's courage, man. That says a lot about you. For real, man. So, you know, with that being said, man, I appreciate everybody that have subscribed to my channel, man. For real, man. And y'all, as y'all see, y'all seeing the beauty of my process. Y'all remember when I first, if you go back to the beginning of my content, when I first started, I was all over the place. I I'm just speaking about stuff. I'm trying to figure something. It's like I'm basically like a first-time cooker. I got the product, and now it's time for me to start cooking. And I really don't know which seasons I want to put into the pot because I don't want to put too much in there, and I don't want to put less. You know what I'm saying? So it was like one of those things to where you cooking, but you want to make sure whenever you saying it's done, whenever you ready to bite into it and you start sharing it with others, you want to make sure, man, it's a good impression. You leave back a good impression because the moment you leave back a bad impression, guess what happens? Man, you don't know how to cook, bro. You don't know how to cook. So, you know, as what I'm getting to, the moral of the story, and the reason why I'm speaking on that is that you can go back to my track record and you can see how consistency and how preparing and how going for what you know and don't think about it creates beauty, right? It's becoming a success. Eventually, I'll be able to start tweaking and dressing my titles up and dressing my live up and hit my approach different like a lot of these other guys that have been doing it for a while. A lot of these guys that do it, been doing it so long, that's the reason why it sounds like something that's easy for them. It's easy for them, but they had a starting point too. They ain't always had a format laid out to where it just sound like these guys got it figured out. Overstood. I'm glad you dropping them jewels, man. You helping me out. Thank you, brother. I was gonna say, let me let this girl in here, man, and let this fool come in, let this fool go out, because he over here passing gas, and he got my nose over here acting up. I smell you, man. I'm smelling you, man. You cutting up right here, man. God dang, man, you cutting up. Look at this fool, man. It's my regular pit bull, man. Fool cutting up, man. Look at him, man. It's supposed to be my helper, man. He ain't my exotics or my pockets, man. This is my helper right here. Look at look at man, let me get that's my boy, man. He holds a special spot in my heart, man. But I'm glad, man, I had, getting the call just a while ago, man, because I was starting to, resort back to that short fuse. Yeah, I was starting to get too impatient and starting to allow the disturbance of my dogs move me, man. You got to remember, I'm a man that's trying to align with my higher self, right? So in order for a man to align with his higher self, you want me to tell you the first thing he have to target is his emotions. Once a man conquers his emotion, anything after that become easy. It comes easy. And what happened is, when I got that call just a while ago, it was a wake up, man, I'm getting too emotional. And then I had to snap back. See, a man that understand where his power lies, understand that whenever someone gets your attention in this constructive criticism, you have to be able to put your pride to the side and let your insecurities go in order to receive the gift of someone correcting you. Because if you don't have your emotions intact and your emotions is all over the place, it'd be hard to receive constructive criticism. Why? Because in your head, you feel like you ain't doing nothing wrong. But sometimes when we get so in tune with something that we are passionate about, we don't realize that I'm off a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And the only way you're able to know when you off is either whatever you are passionate with or something that's outside of you is able to make you see that you're a little off. My dog showed me I was off from Jump Street. I got the call, let me know I'm off beat. So that told me it's 2 against 1. So regardless if I say, man, I'm doing right. Now how am I doing right if it's 2 people saying you off? And that's where us as people, not just men, that's where a lot of us are off at. A lot of us will get correction from more than one person. And we still try to battle with, man, no, man, y'all just against me. Y'all tripping, bro. Everybody just instead of understanding, bruh, everybody that gave you an understanding about something is people that you say you love, right? People that have showed you on multiple accounts that they're for your best interest. Why all of a sudden, whenever there's something that they disagreeing with, you feel like they are everybody out to get you? Come on, man. That ain't nothing but something that's working against you, that see you close to being something greater than what you ain't never, you seeing you being something greater than what you are now today. Trying to play on your mental. You got to remember the whispers. You got to be familiar with them. The moment when you start getting too aggressive, you begin to start getting reckless. Why you think Devontae Davis is one of the greatest in the ring right now? Why you think Mayweather is the greatest of all time? Why you think Mike Tyson was so deadly? Muhammad Ali was so float like the butterfly, and Joe Frazier, all these great players in the ring? Because these games that y'all like may look at as, man, this boxing, man, I like boxing, comes with science. Not only it come with a science, it come with someone having emotions intact. That's the reason why they say playing with a professional boxer is barking up the wrong tree, man. Because those guys begin to start tapping into something that makes them a weapon. And when you tap into your emotions and you understand where your power lies, you become a weapon. And you become something that's unstoppable, unbeatable. That's what I'm trying to align with. I'm trying to align with my greater self to where anything I touch, regardless if it's something against me or with me, I'm gonna become a success in the end. I'm gonna become something that those that was against me and those that was with me, I'm gonna become something to them that they don't even understand. You feel what I'm saying? If it makes sense. Man, it don't matter what you're doing. You may have your reasons why you're pack pushing. It might have your reason why you still sliding on your ops. You have to understand it was a reason and a cause behind what you're doing. It was a cause and a reason, right? Right? It was a cause and a reason why you're doing that. But sometimes the hardest thing for you to do is sometimes the best thing for you to do, my brother. And a lot of times what you may come to understand, even though you say you still pushing packs and you still sliding on your ops, I want you to ask yourself, every time you slide up on your op and every time you push that pack, is it going to meet your needs over time? Is it going to meet your needs over time? Is sliding on your ops is going to meet any need? I know sliding on an op is not going to make sure you got water. It's not going to make sure you have a place to stay. It's not going to make sure you keep money in your pocket. Ain't going to make sure you have a vehicle. Ain't going to make sure your family is in line with your greater self and what the fruits of living life. It's not going to make a difference, my brother. Slide on your op is easy to do, man. You talking about something very easy. And you said that like you too emotional. You may need to take out the time and look at yourself in the mirror, because you probably put on the wrong underwear. You probably went into the closet with the lights off and put on your girl underwear, man. Come on, man. Take them panties off, man. You're a whole man, man. Take that. You got them all. You don't wear G-string. I don't know nothing about you. But I'm just saying, though, at the end of the day, man, you need to open your eyes, brother. You going into the dresser, opening up drawers with your eyes closed, my brother. You done went into your wife or your little girl dresser, man, putting on their stuff, man. Take that stuff off, brother. It's bigger than doing that, man. That's easy to do. Slide on the op, you ain't got to do nothing but buy a handgun and start push the trigger. That's easy. That ain't nothing hard. Talk about something that's complicated, man. That's easy to do. The hard thing to do is saying, man, that ain't even worth it. And putting that Glock back on you, man, I'm going to let them live, man. That's hard to do. When you can do that, then bring something to my channel, man, and talk about something that you think makes sense, man. Then I'll probably say, man, I tip my hat to you, brother. It takes courage, man, for all the blood that's been shed to see an enemy that it took a precious life or someone that's close to you and let them live, man. That was powerful, brother. You strong, brother. You see something bigger than that. You know it's in God's hand, and Father gonna take care of that issue. You know what I'm saying? But when you start trying to do the Father's job, that's when you find yourself in the hole and cell looking at 100 years and you never see the daylight again. And then you want to blame it on everybody that come to court and point at you and say, that's the man. He did that. You mad at everybody for that. That's because you got in the Father's way. He was telling you, I got it, but you steady trying to get in his way, and you trying to, you can't solve the Father problems for him. He the best solver of all. So with that being said, my brother, let's get to these dogs. Hold that thought. My fault. Come here. My fault. Gotta cut out. You gotta chill out. That's on me. That's on me. That's on me. Come on. Hold on, kid. Cause that's what you act like a kid right now. Man, God is good, man. But when you start tapping into greatness, man, when you start tapping into greatness and start understanding your work, man, it seems like anything outside of your gift just not even worth it, man. Anything outside of your gift just not worth it, man. This is a gift what you're witnessing right now. This is not easy for anyone to cut on the camera and face reality. It's easy. Yeah, it's easy. But I'm saying to open up the live and just being they self. This is me outside of the live. This is what I do. Outside of the live, man. This been me since the beginning of time. But you want me to tell you the reason why it's more precious to me and it makes a whole lot more sense to me? Because now I'm able to control it now. Meaning at the end of the day, I don't allow myself to feel some type of way when I tell somebody, nah, I ain't got it. Can't do it, man. I can't do it. Bad as I want to say I can do it, and that's to a point now that when I say I can't do it, I'm not feeling some type of way. Why? Because I've offered them something that's going to make them respect me more by being honest with them. Then the second thing that I have to offer is me giving them the understanding, man, whenever I'm able, I can probably make it happen for you if you're still in need. But in the due time, until I'm able to make it happen, don't rely too much on that. I can lead you to where I got mine from in order for you to get it for yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's if you want to do it. But if you're going to depend on me, I'm letting you know I don't have it right now. I ain't got it right now. But I have it in due time and I look out for you. But if you need a ride or something, if you ain't got no car, I'll help you. I'll take you. You know what I'm saying? Or, at the end of the day, you ain't got no food and nothing. I can go make some sandwiches or something, man. Get some bags of chips, man. Bring you a couple of bottles of water, man. That's the best I can do, my brother. You know what I'm saying? But, with that being said, I begin to understand that I was someone greater than what I thought I was. I was someone greater than who I thought I was. Because at once upon a time, my main focus was I was really a people pleaser. And I still that. I just know how to control it now. I work hard to be the best. I work hard and daily to structure my reality and then line it up with things that makes my Father's creation smile and say, man, that's a bright brother there, man. He do good for himself, man. I like the way that brother move, man. I like the way he think, man. I work hard for that. I strive every day to be the symbol of that. Regardless of people saying, man, I ain't no people pleaser, man. I don't do nothing to please nobody. I'm working against that. I'm against the grain of that. I'm not even that. I want to be a people pleaser. I want to make my Father's creation happy when they see me. Because I say I so love my Father that I'm willing to stop everything I do to make him smile. So if I say I'm a believer in a God, and the God that I believe in unity. Hold on. That's all. You didn't want to use it. Just time. You didn't want to use it. You out there trying to take advantage of an eight months old baby out there. She's not in heat, and you out there trying to take her down, my brother. Do you know how that makes you look? You over 3 years old, and you trying to take an 8-month-old baby out, man. She's not even ready, son. That right there shows that I need to focus on training you myself, man. Because if you supposed to be my helper, you're not even, your head is not in the game. Because you thinking with your little head, man, instead of your big head. What if it's an intruder come up, you ain't even on point? Come on, man, you gotta do better, son. I expect more out of you, man. You out there trying to take the baby down, man. Come on, man, you watch up from a baby, man. Come on, bro. That's it. Now we're gonna get to the good part, though, TDE, man. Why you use restroom? Let me see if this knucklehead gonna use this bathroom, TDE family. See if this knucklehead gonna use the bathroom. Overstood, man. I so thank you guys, man. This what a lot of people fail to realize, right? This what a lot of people fail to realize, right? We say, or should I'm gonna say we, because at once upon a time, I was blinded by the things that would make me believe in things that made me disbelieve in things that was believable, things that was true, right? Check this out. This is what a lot of us fail to realize. You say you were created from a God, right? You say God created you. You a split image of God. And a lot of y'all say you're a God, right? Right. But you have a nerve to tell me I'm talking to a dog. If you were created by a God that gave you life, and you say you're a God, you don't think that we are in oneness with these creatures? You don't think these creatures understand you just like you're supposed to understand them? You don't think that's possible? That's unrealistic for you, huh? You can't believe that, huh? Okay, let's make it make sense. We all understand that we are energy, right? Do you think this is energy? Do you think this is energy? I guarantee you, if you was at oneness with yourself and you was at your highest point and you was hitting like you're supposed to, when you touch this, you will hear a pop. Want me to tell you the reason why? A lot of us can say it minutes of times. You ain't never been with somebody and they touch you and say, dang, boy, you shocked me. Huh? That's power within itself. You don't understand it? You want me to tell you why you can't use that power that you touched that you didn't even know that you can do because you're not in control of it? Want me to tell you the reason why you can't use it? Because you allow the enemy to continue to drill you with stuff that makes you believe that this is in a fairy world. This is not real. That's in movies. That don't happen in real life. That's what you believe. You believe stuff you done seen in movies is not happening. When it comes to your Marvel movies, when it comes to your X-Men movies, when it comes to stuff of that nature, huh? You don't think that exists, huh? Let me tell you something about the Father that I worship. The Father you say you worship. He's a Father that can't be placed in a box, man. He can do everything you think. He can make everything that you believe is not real, real. He can make you see it. Want me to tell you how you can make you see it? Because you're looking at it now. You probably don't even understand who I am because you're looking for a certain thing, looking for a certain name. But we all been saying again at the beginning, since the beginning of time, that the Father work in mysterious ways. If the Father, we've been saying that the Father work in mysterious ways in the beginning of time, do you understand mysterious? Let's see how smart you is. A lot of us say go around using stuff that been passed on from generation to generation, and become a parrot of it. But do you really understand it? I have heard someone say patience is a virtue, but you ask them what do it mean? You man, I don't know. It just sounds good. So when you saying the Father working mysterious ways, do you understand that though? The Father working mysterious ways, do you understand mysterious? Because when you do, you begin to understand that it's nothing can be, you can't place it in the box. It ain't no telling what can happen. Ain't no telling, yeah. You never know. That's how the Father moves. You never know what's going on and who he have in charge to be the Savior, the healer, the messenger, the king, etc. You never know who he had, he done appointed. You never know who he in chose. So just because you get blinded by seeing people operate and move like you and they don't expose their hand because the Father say it's not time, don't mean it's not going on. You just don't know it's going on. It's going on. It's going on. Something that's going on behind the scene and you ain't seen it yet, don't mean it ain't happening. Don't mean it ain't happening. It's happening. We all shining and don't even know it. We all shining and don't even know it. We all are gifts and don't even know it. We all were created out of soundness, one beat. We all were created to be united. We all were one of those beings that was looked upon as we were going to be a failure, that we were going to be mockery of something that's good. How that make you feel to know that you were created from a most merciful God? How did that make you feel to know you were created from that? And the things that worship the God that you worship and you were created out of is saying, no, why are you creating that? They gonna let us down. That's no good. How that make you feel? Have you ever investigated that? Because basically what they're saying is you're a failure. You're a mistake. Do you feel like you're a mistake? Do you feel like you're a failure? No, I don't think none of you do. None of you don't even want to face that you're a liar and you lie. When somebody tell you you're lying, you ready to take the whole world out. When somebody say you're a failure, you get up and get all in your out your body. Ready to take the whole world out behind somebody telling you the truth. Want me to tell you the reason why? Because you were created out of love. One beat, one sound, harmony. Anything that go against that, your soul convicts you and make you put up a fight about that. Who is your soul? Your higher self. That's who's saying I'm not a liar, not your flesh. Your flesh ain't saying that. Your flesh knowing you're a liar. Who you are in the physical realm know you are an impulsive liar. You continue to lie and lie. You continue to do things that's hurtful to people behind the scene over and over and over. But the moment somebody say you hurt people, you'll put up a fight about that. No, I don't do nothing to nobody. I don't know what you tripping. What you get that from? Where you just here? That's because your soul, your higher self is saying, that's not me. That's him. You want me to tell you the reason why they argue with each other? It's because they the same people. But they separated because you're not in line with who you truly are. So they argue with each other, just like you heard Tip and T.I. I don't even understand if he understood that. Just like you heard Mo 3 when he said his alter ego. That's what's going on. When he was saying Satan and his good, Mo 3 and this. You remember, right? These have been messages. These have been instruments. These have been people that were chosen to put a certain message out because they was in a certain position. Stuff was going on and you probably didn't pay much attention to it. You hearing it, but do you understand it? Is you looking into the core of it to be able to understand it? So it go back to what I was saying. That's the reason why when somebody say you're a liar or saying this or saying that, you put up a fight about it. Because they are not joined together. They are not as one. The only way your higher self would accept your physical self, meaning your higher self is who you are in the spiritual realm. Your lower self is who you are in the physical realm. So your higher self understand, serve, and protect unity, peace, love, and happiness. That's all it knows. That's what you was before you became who you are and was damaged by the things on this land that made you just think that you are just a physical. A lot of us saying we're in a spiritual warfare. Do you really believe that? Do you understand that? Because we are. With people that want your soul, want to live in that shell you in to make mockery of the Father's precious gifts. You and me. Straight up. And I understand that right now I haven't even got into what I've opened up my life for. And it's strictly about my dogs. And it's strictly about giving you something and opening your mind up and enlightening you with the truth. Because the words that's coming out of my mind awake something in you that was already in you. They say the tongue holds the power of life and death. Do you understand it though? The tongue holds the power of life and death. Do you understand it? Do you really understand it? One wrong word can cost you your life. Can cost you your life. Keeping your eyes closed too long can cost you your life. Doing the wrong thing at the wrong time can cost you your life. It can either be the death of you, or it can be something the reason why you still remain. It's angels fight daily for your soul. Daily. Want me to tell you the reason why? Because the ones that didn't leave the heavens of above knew that you were a great thing and refused to allow the ones that left, they refused to allow them to make mockery of the Father's gifts. Even though you may show them from time to time that you move and think like fools, they know you're not a fool. But they think you're a fool at times because you'll know better and you still will do something that you said is not good for you. You'll say, I'm not going to do that, and still do it. Do that make you a fool? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, it makes you a fool. It may not make you a fool that has committed and you're going to own up to being a fool, but you're a premature fool. Don't say it's not saying you're a fool, but you're a premature fool. We all have been that. We all have been that. You want me to tell you the reason why? Because the enemy has made us more emotional than ever. We in a time where we more emotional than ever. Straight up. Think about it. Think about the reason why the percentage of the world is more in the dark. The greater number of what's going on in the world is more of a dark, more in the dark than the light. Want me to tell you the reason why? Because majority of the people in the world are very emotional. Very emotional. Everybody either think they know it all. Everybody either take everything personal. Everybody afraid to be who they truly are. Everybody, don't nobody want to face the gifts. Ain't nobody happy with nothing that the Father has done. Nobody. Everywhere around the world, you hear people complaining about the way they look. That's just the iceberg, man. That's just the surface of what I'm speaking on, the truth that's going on in the world, man. People can't even accept who they are. But they say, thank you, Father, for allowing me to be in this place. Thank you, Father, for everything you have done for me. Celebrate the Father and praise the Father's name on this day they call Christmas. These days they say the Father rose. Easter. Constantly keeping the Father's name in remembrance and study praising the Father's name, but don't even understand the Father. Don't even understand themselves. I ain't speaking on what I'm speaking on, trying to sound better. I'm speaking on what I'm speaking on because time is ticking. And I want for my brothers and sisters what I want for myself. Love and happiness, peace. I don't want this lifetime to be ended behind nonsense or continue to head in the direction of no return because everyone is too emotional to accept the truth. You can't see the truth with tears in your eyes. You can't understand the gift that you are. Complaining about everything that's going on with you. That's beautiful to the Father. Stuff that you want to change is a mark. It's a mark to the Father. It's a mark. That's why it's just like a birthmark. Everyone say it all the time. I have a unique birthmark. I like my birthmark. I really don't like it's ugly, but I like it. It's a mark. Anything that's going on with you that you probably don't like may be something that the Father felt that will make you stand out the most. That will make you understand that you may be a little different, but you are the same. I put that on you for a reason. You was in a certain field when you was in my home. Where your home? Where you come from? The heavens up above. You think that just because you come here to earth and was placed in that shell, that you didn't exist in heaven? You're a gift. Don't allow no one to trick you out of your position to make you feel like what's going on with you is not worthy to be praised. Be happy with your buck eyes. Be happy with your round nose. Be happy with your big lips. Be happy with your small or big ears. Be happy that you lose in health. Or whatever the case may be. Want me to tell you the reason why? Because you probably was one in heaven that didn't want hair on your head. You probably liked it a bald head. As you start maturing, your higher self start taking control. There's certain things that was going on when you don't see the hurt. Your higher self probably was the one that's cutting it. Have you ever thought about that? You think it because you're not seeing in the physical, he cutting that spot in your head or whatever's going on in your head. You thinking, nah, man, I'm getting old. There's stuff going on outside of you and stuff going on inside of you that will blow your mind if you just sit down and really investigate it. For real, for real. But that being said, TV Inc. family, I'm gonna get to these dogs, man. Take care of my dogs, man. I love you guys, man. We finna build, man. This is the beginning, my people. We headed to the T.O.P. Yeah, we headed to the T.O.P. See, when we in line with our greater self, we in line with the heavens up above. We unstoppable. We ain't lost yet. We ain't lost yet, my people. We ain't lost yet. We been up. We'll never lose. Everything that exists in the heavens up above never lost. We may went through phases and they made it like, we made the wrong turn, but it was the right turn. Let me tell you the things about, and I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna push on. Let me tell you the things about renewing yourself. Is that when you reprogram yourself, what used to be become more deadlier times 10. Where you going with that? Where you going? I don't understand. Because when you reprogram yourself for the good, not the bad. When you reprogram yourself for the good, do you begin to be deaf to things that don't make you happy. It's deaf to your ears now. You hear it, but you don't hear it. Because guess what you do? You count it with good every time somebody say something negative. Every time you count it. Just like now. Did it. Yeah, I did it. I did it. You see I'm doing it? Yeah, I did it. I did it. I open up my mind and I understand who I am. So yeah, I did it. Is you mad because I did it? Because you understand who I am and what I'm here for. Yeah, I did it. And I won't stop until this world, this time we live in, and my Father's creation is in oneness with their heart's desire. Straight up. But with that being said, my people, let's get to it. I got a couple of things that I'm gonna knock out. Hold on, let me make sure the stuff is together first. Get in the house. I forgot to lock you up. Go on in the house. You been roam around with me. I apologize, TVE family. Hold that thought. Hold on. I'm gonna turn y'all on a little bit too tonight. I'm gonna put y'all on, I'm gonna gradually kind of start bringing y'all into how I be putting it down with these bulls. Watch this. We gonna get to it though. You ain't gonna miss out though. That's for sure. this thing right here. See if you ain't family. Put these boards together. Get these boards together. Y'all bear with me, man. Y'all know it's me alone, man. This is the beginning point, man. In due time, I'll be able to hire me a cameraman. And we'll be. You know what y'all doing? You know what y'all doing? Y'all causing disturbance. So the next person to do that will be on that train outside. It's your choice. You keep that barking up, when you keep that barking up, I'm gonna put you on that train outside. It's all on you. Yeah, I can hear it, but that's my business, ain't it? Put my goggles on. Put my magic goggles on. I'm at work. Can you hear that? When you at work and you a big fish and you have a purpose and you in oneness with who you are and you trying to align with it, stuff like that is small, man. Come on, man. I see what you doing. When you go fishing for purchase. I go fish for the big mouth bass. Yeah, I know your kind. You looking for purchase. You go put a caterpillar on your hook, and you going looking for purchase. Yeah, I'm in it for the big mouth bass. You talking about a smoke detector? my my focus on trying to reach the top of the food chain, man. I'm trying to get up there with Jay now, man. Yeah, what I'm trying to do, man. I'm trying to leave back some generational wealth for my loved ones, man. But just cause the world gonna be at oneness with the Father wanted to be in oneness with it in the end, don't mean that we ain't gonna have to work. We still gonna have to work. Yeah, this is the laws of the land. That's how the Father wanted. But I want to make sure whenever I leave, when this journey is over with, my loved ones is straight. Don't have nothing to worry about, which they gonna be straight anyway. Cause they great. They come from a strong lineage. Yeah, just like this. Just like this here. Strong lineage. Yeah, that's that China blood. That's that China blood. Yeah, I know that China blood. Yeah, your favorite influencer, let them be. You know what I'm saying? That's your favorite influencer. That don't mean that people here ain't probably looking at me being ain't probably looking at me being their favorite in the future. I may just not be your cup of tea right now, but I will be. Cause you gonna apologize for everything you said in the end. Please, man, accept me, man. You know you accept it, man. I'm just letting you bump your head a couple of times, make you face reality, because you was getting beside yourself. You was too emotional. I kept telling you what's going on. You still feeling like what you got going on makes sense. Hollering about some nonsense. Talking about a smoke detector. What type of time are you on? Huh? What type of time you on, my brother? You worrying about a smoke detector, and I'm worrying about land. Yeah, I'm worrying about land where I can have a lot of this on it. I'm worried about land where I can have a lot of this on it. Let me get my boy out the way. He's shivering a little bit. I'm sitting there talking to you. I got business to take care of. You got babies in this sink right now. Let me get them out the way while you watch me do it. Yeah, I am their father. I'm the pappy of them puppies there, boss. Yes, I am. We all have a lot of things that exist on this planet resemble us, and you don't even believe that, do you? A lot of them have. Some of them got our DNA. with that Don Corleone, you gotta make sure. Gotta make sure you wash it out like that brother said, man. That wasn't number confirmation, man. I'm already on top of it though. So that just goes to show you, I'm not the only one great. I got other great guys, man, on this planet, man. That's the reason why we bringing them on in, man. We reeling them on in. Like, comment, subscribe, man. Like, comment, subscribe, man. We done beat this thing up for real. Like, comment, subscribe. We headed to the promised land. Everybody watching our live, hating on our line, trying to get our attention about our line, all that there, you will eventually get in line. Right now, it's our time to shine. You've been shining long enough. Now it's time for us to come through and show you how it's done. Because we let you fool around too long. And you've been misleading the people. You've been misleading the people. I'm here to say it today and show you how good God has been doing. The Father's been good to me. And show you how good the Father's been to me. You see my blessings? It's my blessings and lessons. My blessings and lessons. Few days, haven't ate in a few days. I'm just trying to get something to eat, even if it's a few dollars from McDonald's. Please. So, you trying to get some help, huh? How do we know you're genuine about asking for help? Because it's 12:18, and I believe McDonald's is closed at 12:18. So, is you sure you're homeless? Because that profile picture look like you're a big fish. You homeless, you gotta make it look. If you're gonna be trying to push that homeless narrative, you need to make sure you look homeless. You don't look homeless to me. You look like you got the bins in your yard. Look like you got 100 acres of land. Appreciate it, man. If both of y'all don't keep quiet, both of y'all finna go to a place where you probably don't want to go. So it'd be best to keep your mind closed, because you pushing it. Y'all see I'm at work, doing one thing at a time. You don't have to go to the potty. I just did restroom breaks. So right now you just want my attention. You want to know what I got going on. It don't matter what I got going on. I'm bathing my babies. That's what I'm doing. Staying out of your business right now. But y'all in my business right now, so I gotta say something. Cause y'all dry barking. Little shampoo, that baby shampoo. I like the smell of them babies. I love having them too. Yeah, I do. I want as many as I can have. Like Father want to give me 100 of them. I want 100 of them. 1,000 of them. Yeah. Oh, that boy smell good. Oh, I love the smell of that baby shampoo, man. Texas. In Texas. I do have a crazy litter about to hit the ground, man. I'm so excited about it, man. This week is our week, man. This week is our week, TBE family. Oh, I'm excited. Ooh, man, that baby Drew. I'm so excited, man. Yeah, I'm excited about this litter right here. You is luxury. You ain't understanding? You luxury. You is luxury. We are luxury. We luxury. Yeah. We are gifts. Everything about us is beautiful. It's fine. Wine ain't as fine as we are. Wine can't even, sit on the side of us and say it's finer than us. Yeah, we fine. Fine as wine. Shut up. So all you do is bark and eat at the same time. Every time you bark. How many of y'all got dogs? Every time she bark, if she got food in her bowl, she go into her bowl. Isn't that kind of unique? I wouldn't say it's weird. That's really, I like it. Nah, I ain't wash the dishes right now. I ain't wash the dishes right now. I'm working hard on my boards. My boards. Yeah, I'm cleaning them up. This here is a TV Inc. family, Theo's Bullies Inc. And I do have some puppies that will be available. In a couple of more weeks. We'll get to it whenever they get here. Right now, we just preparing for them. My babies right here. These are show bulls right here. These show bulls. These two for show. Everything I got is show bulls. These just the ones I'm gonna place a lot of attention on. Cause right now I'm able to shape their reality. I can't let them other ones that I ain't really put 100% in shape their reality, because then I'm gonna have to be hollering at them and telling them same thing I tell the rest of them. Not saying they bad dogs, it's just they lacking right now. They lacking because I was slacking. That's what was going on. I ain't slacking now. I'm trying to get it together now, so now they think I'm tripping now, because I'm changing up a lot of stuff. So they think I'm tripping now. So. Yeah, he ain't number, now it's 12/24. He ain't number, he just 6 weeks and 6 days. 6 weeks and 6 days. Let me put him back in there, let him enjoy that warm water. What I'm gonna do is, because I'm not sure about them legs, he walking on them legs real good, right? But he have a habit of when he's trying to sit down or he playing, he just spread his legs. I don't like that. So what I'm about to do, you guys about to witness, is me put my special touch. It's a kit that I'm gonna put on his back hind leg to kind of support him. You know what I'm saying? It's not to say that he don't have what it takes, or he gonna be dealing with, I think, what most dogs deal with when you see that. That's not saying that, because it's still too early. But to avoid that, to where I don't have to get on top of that whenever he do reach the mark where you're able to determine if he's dealing with swimming feet or whatever the case may be, I want to already have him, you know what I'm saying? Want to already have that taken care of, so I don't have to worry about that. See, we take care before time, not on time. We can't take care of before time. So whenever the time comes, we on to the next. Yeah, that's what we do. Ain't that right, TB family? Appreciate you. I got one of them cards in my pocket. Yeah, I got one of them cards in my pocket. Went through all that. You ain't talking to nobody. You ain't talking to no dummy, man. Yeah, I got that. I'm certified. Certified. See, I got my magic goggles on. When you see these goggles on, that means I'm putting in work. That's your opinion. You're entitled to that. You're entitled to that. If you feel like they tried, OSHA tried to you. That's on you, my brother. You just saying that because you're always trying to rig something. You look like somebody that always trying to beat the system. You always want to try to make a chicken. You ain't trying to make a chicken hatch alligator eggs. Come on, man. You sound like you look like one of the ones that try to do that. You look like one of the ones that try to make a chicken hatch alligator eggs. You try to breed a chicken with an alligator. You look like one of the ones that try to do that. You look like you'll try to breed a chicken with an alligator. And you already know safety ain't gonna be with that. I ain't with that. And then you'll try to do it in one of the most dirtiest environments ever. Yeah, I will make a good wife if I was one. And I wouldn't even put up with you. Yeah, I would make a good wife if I was a wife. I wouldn't even put up with you because you too emotional. I tell you, man, go find somebody that you looking for. Cause I ain't the one. If I was a wife looking, I wouldn't even put up with you. I bypass you. You too emotional. I already tell in a relationship I'm gonna be beating you up. So nah, I wouldn't want you if I was a wife. How they can do that is real. Let them hate. That's what they do. Serve them proper though. Let them hate though. They congratulating really. They got the right one. All I'm doing is counting what they saying. They ain't peeped that out. See, they want me to. They thinking saying stuff like that is stuff that's gonna bother me, right? So they saying something about me being about a wife. I'll make a good wife. Yeah, if I was a wife, I would make a good wife. And if I was a wife, you wouldn't be one that I want to be with because you're too emotional. You'll be in the house trying to put my panties on. I have to keep trying to tell you, hey, them ain't my panties. Them ain't your drawers. Put your drawers on. These my panties. Why you keep wearing my panties? Every month you got my pads on. You don't even have no period. That's what I be telling you in the house. Oh, you don't even have a period. You started putting my pads on. Why you put my tampons on? If I was a wife, that's what I be telling you, because you too emotional. You too emotional. I have to tell you over and over, man. Quit putting my pants on, man. And then look at the guy that's tapped in looking like. Look at that guy that's tapped in looking like. Look at that guy that's tapped in. I don't know what his name is. I don't know what his name supposed to be. He got a unique name, Rohit. Rohit. Look what Rohit got going on. Rohit probably over there right now looking for stray dogs ready to put him on a pit. He look like he in the motherland anyway. He look like he in Africa somewhere, Afghanistan somewhere. Shout out to the guys in Afghanistan. All y'all ain't on that type of time. He just look like he one of the ones on that type of time. Yeah, he do. Definitely. Why you? Today you happy. Always, whenever your birthday come, make sure you tap it to the line so I can wish you a happy birthday. You know, we're going to show love over here on this channel. When your birthday come up, that's your birthday. We're going to represent. We're going to represent over here. Yeah, I'm drying them out right now. Making sure they fully dry. Make sure they dry. I'm drying them out real good. So I'm using one towel first. And then I'm going to use the other one to make sure they dry. heard him. I'm rubbing him, and he started trying to bite the towel. Look at this. He started biting the towel. He started biting the towel. He almost dropped. If you don't shut up, Keyrona, these are not your babies. These my babies. You can't even take care of the babies. All you want to do is bite them. Thank you, Angela. Yeah, this Nala right here. See, it's Nala. She trying to watch what's going on. Yeah, I got a litter on the ground. This one was available. She was available for 4K, but nobody came and grabbed her, man. So my family then got attached to her, and they hollering ain't for sale. You know, it's not for sale, man. When my family get attached to them, man, I can't argue with the fam, man. You know, they're part of the round table, so you know we sit at the table and we plan things out together. Next time you bark again, Keyrona, I'm finna put you outside. And next time you howl again, Dake, you going outside next. But the only thing about what I'm telling y'all now, when you go outside, you will be outside to the sunrise. So you see how it's dark outside? You won't see that cage you in again until the morning. So try me. Because it ain't hot outside, that's for sure. Ain't no sun out there. It's darkness out there. That's where you will be. Outside, right here by the porch. Overstood. Jasmine, you know what's going on. Yeah, that was the only reason why. I think this girl here she gonna turn out like her mama. Because how she popping, see, she gonna be real big. As you can see, she got a lot of skin up now. Her skin tight. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the beauty in this exotics here. Is that this is what a lot of people look for when they looking for exotics. They be looking for exotics that have nice domes, smush muzzle, nice eye spread, full tail, crazy pig, etc. And that tight skin. You know what I'm saying? That tight skin is that's a big in the game too. Tight skin is a big thing in the game. A lot of people love that tight skin on their bull. He been doing this here since I've been trying him. That's all he doing is biting the town. He don't know it. I'm finna get ready to wrap his legs up to where it can kind of help strengthen his legs, his hind legs. But yeah, this chasing, y'all. When he get them ears cropped, man, I gotta crop them ears, man. I gotta crop them ears. Gotta crop them ears. This is my boy right here. What's going on? Huh? My boy. Yeah, well, I got, like I said, I got a next level. I got a crazy little about to hit the ground for real. They gonna be affordable, and I'm willing to work with a working man and working woman budget. You know, make sure you know if we gonna work out a payment plan, you deposit ready, and that's that. From what I'm gonna be selling these puff folks, deposit ready is 1,000. Make sure you got 1,000 together. So whenever you point out who you want, cause I'm gonna probably put some little ribbons or whatever around their necks where you'll know the girls and boys from what. And whoever you pick, Texas. I'm in Texas. It don't matter where you at though. Nah, that's $1 million dog. Come on, man. Come on, man. You low born blowing. Come on, bro. You ain't even talking right. Is you somebody in the bully gang? Ah, that's Kale. I apologize, Smith. I know that's my queens. You know, they got the gift and gab. Them queens got the gift and gab. They love to try to use that beauty. They love to try to use that beauty and that gift against mankind, man. Ain't nothing wrong with it, queen. But if he was for sale, he wouldn't go for no more than five. He wouldn't go for no less than 5,000. That's $1 million dog, queen. And he come right out here and pooped. Hey, don't run into that. Let me get this poop up right quick. And he already in my bag. What's in that bag is for them. I think I can go ahead and feed them. Man, we running them lights up, man. I appreciate y'all. Y'all running them lights up. One with Mike White Paws. We might have that in this letter right here. You know, my boy's a Merle carrier. He a Merle carrier. I'm finna let y'all check out the mama and the dad. It's the mother to the pups, though. It's the mother to the pups. That's their mother right there. That's the mother. That's the mother right there. Now she want to play. I just noticed she done ate all the food out the bowl. This the meal right here that I use. Not to the pups. That's not the pups' dad. These pups' dad. Or pups that's in her dad. This is Millie Mia right here. This the one that should be dropping the load in a couple of days food and start pooping again. So if y'all want something off this girl, y'all make sure y'all stay tapped in. Cause I'm gonna make sure it's a movie. It's gonna be a movie for real, for real. It's gonna be a movie. You gonna watch, you gonna witness it all. They study poop. The one reason why I'm respecting what they doing right now, stop, get out of that. Stop. Yeah, that's my work area. That's my work area mop right there. That ain't the house mop. We got another mop in the other area. But anyway, the reason why I'm in mine, the beauty of how they're learning, well, should I say, how they are developing, is because now they have reached a point now of understanding. So what I'm getting at is, the only thing I've been noticing that they haven't got all the way down yet, that they still urinating and in the cage. Other than pooping, I ain't been seeing no poop in a while now. So, you know, when they come out and poop out here, it's cool. This our work area. This is their area. They in the safe zone. Nah, that girl was for 4K. She ain't available no more. That's China blood right there. That's China blood. The pups that I'm about to have, you know, that's about to hit the ground any day now, they ain't gonna be no more than the most 3K. 3K, 2,500 less. 2,500 less. But the thing about when I start setting the prices, I told the one that have the correct number of how many pups she's carrying, and the one that they got the correct number of how many mirrors she carrying, get $500 off they pup. So whoever the first one that may say 7, I'm jocking your number down. And whenever if she has 7, the first one that says 7, they win. If she had Merles, she had Merles. If she don't have Merles, the one say she's not gonna have any Merles can be a winner. The first one say that, or the one that say she got 2 Merles, that's the one. The first one say 2 Merles is a winner. It makes sense. Y'all can feel the rest out. Oh, these right here is pockets. The ones that's about to have them. What you witnessing now is exotics. Hold on right quick. This dog got hold of the bag. Come on, bro. Come on. Stop. Stop. Let it go. See, I got a strong voice. You know what I'm saying? It's a sign of a lion. I'm a Leo. Nah, I'm just joking. I'm a king and a Leo. That is my zodiac sign. I am a Leo. But yeah, the sign of my voice kind of shake them up a little bit. That's the reason why they catching on quick too. I kind of get real loud with them when I'm telling them to stop doing something so they can it'll get their attention. Leave that alone. I didn't ask you to come over here and mess with my broom. Get back. These puppies are like kids. They very curious. Arthur King understood. You can have it, dang. Yeah, roll hit. Your smoke, you probably only have a smoke alarm. So I don't even know how you even know the sound of a smoke alarm battery going out. But I'm finna put some feed together for them so they can eat, because they on the side of these cages eating up little pellets that's on the ground. I ain't gonna get too designer with them tonight though. I'm gonna do a little something with them, but I ain't gonna overfeed them. I'll do a strong hand feel. Hold on. Let me grind it up. Nah, let me get a little bit more. I'll get a little bit more. I appreciate that, man. That's what I'm talking about. We got team players in the house. Yo, for sure, sure. Appreciate that. Stop, 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 stop. Y'all see what I'm saying? Like when he sits still, like he walking on his hind legs real good. But when he sits still, he kind of split open a little bit. That says because the reason why that's happening is because in his hind legs, they not as strong as his fronts. You know what I'm saying? And that's because he gonna be a big old dog, man. He's picking up weight real fast, and I'm not overfeeding him. That's not the case. I'm not overfeeding him. But I do feed them though. Don't get me wrong, I do feed my pups. If they hungry, I feed them. Just like a mother. You know, a lot of people go, girl, you feeding that big old baby. He ain't hungry, this and this. My baby is hungry. He crying, he hungry. Same with my babies. When they crying and they want food, you can tell they want food because they start looking around for pellets that's on the ground that one of the big dogs and dropped out of their bowl. They familiar with this pan that I got for them. Nah, I don't feed no raw. With them, I'm going to approach them. I have fed raw to my oldest dog, but I'm not even into the raw feed neither. But what I am going to do with these guys, I'm not going to feed them no table food. And the reason why is because it's just me. It's something that I have noticed, you know what I'm saying, throughout the years with feeding table food and stuff of that nature, like raw, even boiled chicken, or anything from the table. I noticed that your dogs begin to start getting picky. They start getting picky. So whenever you start bringing in different feed and stuff, they stop going into the feed because I don't know. That's just my personal opinion. I don't know, man. But I see now the feed that I've been feeding, that my dog's been loving since the beginning of the time, they done start being funny with it from time to time. And that's all because I think, that's just me, my personal opinion. I think that with me feeding the table food and other stuff, it then kind of made it to where now when they get feed that dogs eat, they like, I don't want that. I want that other stuff you brought, that food you be eating. I want to eat that. Nah, you ain't eating that every day. Nah, you ain't eating that. I'll go buy some treats with y'all for y'all or something that's close to it. But you ain't getting no more food off the table. Nah, for real, for real. That's how I do. That's what I'm on. I'm on dogs only, dog food only. That's what I want to do. That's what I'm sticking to. I ain't gonna lie to you. Who was that said that? That's E, man. E, man. You may be right, my boy. Sugar and salt. Sound like that's the only thing you like is sugar and salt. Because that's the only thing that I noticed that you can only find. Go get your glass. Go get your glass, man, and put some sugar and salt in there and take it to the head for us and let us know what it's like. Let us know what it's like. TBD, tell him, man, go take it to the head. Let us know what it's like. That sugar and salt. From Texas, what's going on, Callie? I see you, Sandra. What's going on? Yeah, man, a lot of them dogs be fed off the table. They be some huge dogs too. I'm not trying to get into that because I pay too much money for the feed I be spending. I be buying and my dogs be acting all funny with it. Got me be having me feeling some type of way. Hold on, TV, I'll be right back. I'll put this together. I call this that beef up potion. This that beef up potion. Yeah, this that beef up potion for real, for real. Watch these bulls, watch my babies, and by what month we in? By December, they 90 days. Once they reach at least 2 months to 90 days point, watch how these bulls look. Watch they look. Watch what they look like in 90 days. Watch how they get on. Stop. Get away from this chair. Before you knock my camera down. Look, they got right away from the chair. They anticipating. They hear that spin. They know once that spin, that risk game proper. They start hearing that risk game. They already knowing TBE family. They hear that risk game. They know I'm a fool with that risk. Get over here. Hey, come here. Here. Chase him. Here. Watch them. I'm gonna let y'all witness how they get on. Watch this here. Let y'all witness how they get on. Watch how they get on. They ain't gonna do no playing. Watch this here. Y'all know what you're doing. That wrist game gotta be right. That ain't your business. Go ahead and take care of your business. These other dogs talking to him. Shut up. Yeah, man. Look good, don't it? I got a special ingredient in there. That's why they biting in. I feed it like every other day. Or every other 2 days. Just depends. Probably every other. I may stick to every other day or maybe every other 2 days. I haven't made up my mind yet. But I don't want to feed it back to back every day. Because I don't want them to kind of gain too much weight too soon. Right now, we're in the process, so I don't want them. Miss Bunny, now shut up. They loving that. But look how they getting down. Look at that back. Look at that back on that boy. Look at my son. Look at that back on that boy. Look at that back on that girl. See, that right there is how her mother was. That's her mother right there. She was like that in the beginning stage, and then all of a sudden she just started popping and turned into that. Look how they get down. Watch they get down. They finna clear it. Watch. Yeah, that's that good stuff right there. See how my son legs is? Watch. You see how he spread them out? They not as strong. He on them. He trying to work them. But what you guys gonna witness me doing for him, gonna help him strengthen his legs. See how his sister, she able to maintain her back, her hind legs. Her hind legs a little stronger. She a female. Her legs a little stronger. She's developing a whole lot faster. He was supposed to already been there, but it's a slow process with him. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lace him up, something that's gonna help his hind legs. I had a setup on his legs, but it wasn't working. And the reason why it wasn't working because, well, I wouldn't say it wasn't working. It was working, but I noticed that she kept tugging at the tires and pulling on it, and with it being on his attached to his fur and his legs, it kind of was rubbing him. The word was kind of causing him to I don't know what. I can't put it in words. Indescribable. But what happened was, it was making it to where it's kind of like cutting off his circulation a little bit. So what I said is I'm gonna approach it different. I'm gonna go with my old remedy, cause I know my old remedy worked. I was just trying something new. Because I figured I end up grabbing some new time. Y'all see what's going on? Oh man, I just been doing it a little bit over 3 years now. Look at my boy. That's the father of them puppies that I'm about to hatch soon. That's my boy. That's my boy Bando Commando right there. See, she be eating. He get iron too, but he get full real fast. Look at that. Clear, clear. Y'all see what's going on? Yeah, y'all see what's going on. That's the aftermath. Watch that. Look, it was good. Look at him. He going back. They feel it. See, that's how I do. I kind of let it sit around whenever it's little corners that they didn't hit. I let it sit for a little while. 'Cause a lot of times they be trying to let it digest. I think I may need to fill their water bowls back up too. Nah, them exotics right there. Them exotics right there. Anthony, them exotics. Well, you know, a lot of times to go back to what I was telling y'all in the beginning, you know, and I know a lot of other breeders like my seal, you know, when we out educating, you know, up and coming breeders, man, like myself, you know, there's a lot of them guys that be educating us, be veterans in the game. So that make me understand that I'm in line with the laws of the land. You know what I'm saying? When I heard other guys speak on something that I had already kind of felt the same way about. So it was like confirmation, right? But it's like when you hear people say, man, what you feed your dog, what you feed him to get so big? Sometimes it can be the feed, but a lot of times it be in their DNA, man. It's just in them. You know what I'm saying? This dog was bred to be able to be a big dog. So I can't, regardless of how I feed the dog is just made to be a big dog. So, you know, I'm not forcing his growth. I'm not putting too much on him where you know, it's affecting his hind legs or him developing or whatever. It's just in his genetics. It's just, that's what he was created. That's what I bred him to be, a big dog. I bred him with a big dog. I bred his mother with a big dog. You know what I'm saying? He just gonna be a big boy. You see? He just gonna be a big boy. As y'all can see, like the last time I had the tires on his leg, remember I told you, that's the reason why I took it out, because it was tires on his legs and his sister was pulling the tire. So it would start making the tire that I had tight on, because how I had it to where the tire was able to be adjusted. If I ever need to, as he started to get bigger and bigger, I had the tire to where I can adjust it. But I'm not knowing that when I'm not watching and I'm out doing what I do or whatever, they be in here playing, she was grabbing the back of the tire and pulling it. You know what I'm saying? How I know that is because I done called her a couple of times and I had to get on, hey, stop that, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? She pulling the tire. And what she was doing was, with the tire being around his leg, she was pulling it and it was tightening up on his leg. So as he started getting bigger, as he started gaining weight, you know what I'm saying? And more she was pulling it, she was kind of making it kind of rub. Like, how can I put in words? Like if something is rubbing and somebody started doing it like this, eventually if it's like a tie or something on it, like a rope, and somebody keep rubbing it around your wrist, eventually it's gonna get raw. And the skin is gonna remove. And then before you know it, you're gonna be stuck. You know what I'm saying? That's what was going on with him. You know what I'm saying? She kept pulling on it. And then by the time I read, I'm like, dang, man, this girl. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna go to my old approach. This is what I do. This right here, remember what I told you, this come from. Hey, the whole time I've been in here, you want me to tell you what I noticed about y'all? Y'all have been so inconsiderate to a point to where I'm on live And y'all still doing what y'all doing, right? So this how this gonna go. Tomorrow, I will be going out to get treats. And the person, when I tell you to shut up, don't shut up like you. You won't get no treats. You keep that up, I'm gonna put you outside. Because you act like you being disobedient. You ain't trying to hurt nothing I'm saying. But you gonna wish you listen to what I'm saying in the end. Watch. Alright. You ain't gotta worry about it. Yeah, but this right here that I'm using comes off of it just depends on what you use. You can find stuff in stores and stuff that you may use or whatever. I'm just one of those people that I just use everything around the land, man, is usable. If I'm not using it, you know what I'm saying? I be creative with everything that I see around. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's going on with this. This is like something off the off the paper towel wraps. What I do with this, the reason why I'm using this is because what this gonna do is when I wrap it around his leg, this time when I wrap it around there, it don't matter. Like when I wrap this around there, when I start getting me a good tie and I set it up and I wrap this around, regardless if she pull it or not, it's not gonna start cutting it through his fur and start causing damage. You know what I'm saying? This is gonna be like a protector, and it's gonna be something that's gonna be like a little how can I put it in words? It's gonna be like a little shackle that's gonna be like something that can support, you know what I'm saying, the tie. You know what I'm saying? So the tie is gonna be doing its job, and this gonna be like a little setup, a little support, like a little shackle that will help keep it together. You know what I'm saying? The way he's straight up like this, you know what I'm saying? You'll catch it. You'll see what I'm talking about. Watch this. Watch how creative I get. He get down in the back. Y'all don't hear him grunting. Yeah, right. Yeah. You can do that with them, but you know, at a young age like that, you're gonna have to literally be sitting there, really coaching them and making sure they stay on treadmill because they like kids. They'll do something so long, and once they get bored, they're gonna be trying to come up off that treadmill. They're gonna be trying to get into something else. That's the reason why they can't find nothing to get into. They start looking for stuff to get into. I've been noticing something about y'all, right? Y'all are so inconsiderate and so unreal and mean to a point to where y'all don't understand these are puppies. These are babies, man. You should be ashamed of yourself, man. That's the type of stuff I don't like, man. Y'all study talking to these babies. These babies ain't did nothing to y'all. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna see a good tie for him. So right here, you know he got the little bone now, right? This is his heel. This is his heel. What I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna see this into smart. This right here ain't wrapping all the way around. So I gotta cut. I gotta make my cut long ways. I am the ER. Come through here and let me put your tires on your legs. You probably can't walk and you 100. You overgrown. These are babies. Then put a tire on your leg. Yeah, he all right. It ain't no bad thing going on with him. It's just me, just being safe. You know, I'm just being safe. I don't want him to end up. I don't want him to end up getting too old to where his legs then kind of grew out of whack. Let me use this. Yeah, this would be a better approach too. Some things that goes on with animals and humans. Sometimes, man, it just happen that way. And we don't sit around and whine about spoiled milk, man. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna sit over and cry over spoiled milk. We just we do what it takes to get it right. Just like people that end up having babies that's blind or can't hear or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gonna sit around and continue to weep over a disorder. You know what I'm saying? We gonna adjust and we're gonna make the best out of it. You just gonna take a urine and you're gonna pee right there in my face and walk in it too, huh? You can buy all this stuff that you seeing me work with at your local dollar store. They got this stuff at Walmart too. A lot of this stuff that I'm using in the medical field. So what I want to do is I want to at least keep this on his legs at least a strong week, at least 7 days. I want to put it on his legs and keep it on at least a strong 7 days and see how it turned out. Cause what I've been doing when I had it on there the first time, I left it on there for 48 hours. Took it off to see how he coming along and he's getting stronger. Then I end up putting it back on him and I left it on for 72 hours, a little bit over 72 hours. And the only reason why I took it off is because whenever I look, when I tapped in to adjust it to see if it's still the way I said it, because I knew the way I said it was to where it's able to be adjusted. You know what I'm saying? I end up seeing that she been pulling on it. So to avoid him going through the same thing with having this around his legs and it end up causing him to lack hair in that area because she didn't cut off his, took a big old poop over there. She didn't cut off his circulation. That's the reason why I put this on there. If you know anything about this, it's like something in the medical field right here. This is soft. And I know a lot of people normally use tape, right, on the dog's skin. But what happened is some of that tape that certain people use be so strong to where whenever they get ready to take that tape off that dog's leg, they done removed all this hair off the area where they had that stuff at. And you just gonna sit there and poop in more than one place, huh? She done pooped in more than one place, man. So what I do is, like how you witnessing, I put this tie around her like this here. Yeah. Don't mess, stay out. These dogs so curious and bad, man. She for them poop, now she wanna challenge her own poop. She wanna sit there and challenge her own poop, TV Inc. family. She's sitting up growling and acting up, you know. Oh shit on yanked this out. So she like the target. They be boxing too much to where if she see stuff like this on his leg, she know it wasn't right there. She ready to take take a look at it. So what you do is you make sure you line his legs up with his fronts. You may line his back legs up with his fronts. Don't line it up the wrong way. You line it up the wrong way if it's too in, it can cause some issues, man. And he'll start developing wrong. Then you wonder why your dog walking all kind of weird. I'm almost done, son. I'm almost done. I know you've been patient with me. I'm almost done. Man, that tie right there was still kind of loose. So whenever I set it up, and I get back over here, then I can tighten it up. See this what I'm using, this material I'm using is stretchable. It's like a rubber band. Yeah, it's like a rubber band. Look. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, building leg strength with this process. That's what's going on. See how I'm doing on his legs? This right here that I got on his legs is to keep this rope that I got, this medical rope, or I forgot what they call it. I forgot the name of this stuff. You guys know what it is. You see it in the medical field. I'm putting that on there because I noticed that it's good to use, but I noticed with them having a sibling in the cage with them and they like to fight all the time, well, play all the time, and she's grabbing the hold of it because it will how it be. You see it be a line like this. The line be like this set up. This how the line be set up. It be set up across like this. You know what I'm saying? So when you see the line across like this, what she doing is pulling this. And what she's doing when she's pulling it is wrapping it, it's tightening up, and it started grinding against his fur, and it's starting to cause damage. You know what I'm saying? So what I did was I got smart. I said, I'm gonna just put something around there where that won't happen again. See, my other boy that I did this on, he ain't have to worry about someone pulling on it because he was the only one. He was a singleton. But yeah, this how it works, TV. You see how he lying? See how it's in the back? What she have a habit of doing is trying to grab it. I gotta make sure it's set on that wrap I have it around now, cause I don't. Watch what it does. It works wonders. Watch how he start moving. She familiar with it. She ready to get at him. Sure, get you some business, man. You've been trying to get some attention the whole time we've been on her. Look, you see how she trying to target it? Stop. She know that ain't been on his legs. She want to just target. He trying to target it now. He don't want it on his legs either. Stop. You the reason why I'm gonna put him in the cave. See how he's working him. See how he's working him. He want him out, but he ain't gonna get it out. He done got older now. He familiar with it. At first, he ain't had to. Look what she want to do. She want to give him the business. I gotta clean up this poop. But watch how he move around with it. See, she gonna try to target. See if I can bring him out. It's a good approach. You know what I'm saying? That right there, what it's doing is, it's like if you had braces on your legs, strengthen your legs. You know how a lot of people be in them gyms with that little rubber band thing, and they have it wrapped around their ankles? It helps strengthen his hind legs, because his hind legs are good. He walk good on them. He walk good on them, TV Inc. family. But what I noticed, when he just stopped, when he just sitting there, he'll spread his legs out. So it'd be like this. He walking good on them. He walking good on them. But when he stopped, he'll do like this. You know what I'm saying? Like he'll sit on them so long, but I guess after a while, once I guess, wait on him or whatever the case may be, he end up doing like this. You know what I'm saying? And what I don't want to do, I don't want to starve him. You know what I'm saying? I heard somebody say something about some weight, but I don't want to end up having to where I'm starving my dog underweighted. So what I want to do is, what I did, I set that up to use something to support him. Man, Satan, we ain't worried about you saying you Satan. You'll never be Satan. So stop playing. You'll never be Satan. You too emotional to be Satan. Satan emotional too. But he won't be doing nothing like that, letting it be known like that. Yeah, you see how he moving? Watch this. Look how he moving. You see what's going on? Look, you see how he moving around? He want to take him out. They tripping with him. You see how she trying to target him? From America, France. I want to kind of leave him on at least a good strong 7 days. Cause I did 2 days and then I did 72 hours. And I noticed and I noticed how he was developing, and his legs was getting stronger and stronger. So I'm knowing it's the right idea because he. I'm here. My fault. I did mute. My bad. But you see how he working? Look, watch how he move around. Normally when he stop, I gotta pick up poop. Normally when he stop, see how she moving around? She moving around real good. Normally when he stop, he have a habit when he's sitting there too long and get lazy, he just open his legs like he doing a split. Hold on. Let me get this poop up right quick, TV. Yeah, TV Inc. family, but that's how we get on. What I am gonna do, I'm gonna let y'all witness me. Uh, let you guys witness me. Put my final touch on them. Well, I'm gonna clean out that cage. I'm gonna clean out that cage, and I'm gonna set this up, and then I'm probably gonna end my live. I'm gonna end up, but I know you guys ain't gonna probably want to sit on live with me watching me clean up this my working area. So we ain't gonna do that again. I've been thugging with y'all for a minute now, almost 2 hours now. I need a moderator. Yeah, I really do. You think you can handle it, Miss Jennings? You think you can handle that? You can handle it? Let me know. Which one you want me to ban? Y'all let me know, TV Inc. family, because if they disturbing you like that, because I normally just let them ride. But who you talking about? Satan? Satan is one. Uh, I see remove. How do I get rid of them? How do I get rid of them? Man, all that blood and all that cuz and stuff like that, man, I'm a servant of the Father. I represent all colors. No disrespect to no blood or crip. I'm part of all colors. It's corrupt. And who else it is? Corrupt, high user. How do I hide the user? So when I press their name, right? How do I do it? When I press their name, top of their name, press the top of their name. Okay, press the top of their name. Ban them. Okay, let me touch it. I'm seeing pin message report. High user channel. Would it be high user channel? Would it be high user channel or what? Okay, report. I report. Don't knock that over. You just gonna knock that over just because. That's why I'm gonna put you up. Harassment and bullying. That's what I'm gonna do. Harassment and bullying. Hate speech. Okay. I'm trying to. I guess they getting smart, so a lot of comments coming in now. So a lot of them. Appreciate you, Jenny. Appreciate you. You can block them too. How you block them, Queen? Gemini, how you block them? Cause I seen it. I pressed their name. Yeah, I would love to bully them back, man. But you know, I'm trying to get monetized, so you know, I really don't. I haven't really read out. I haven't read over all the penalties, so you know, I don't want to. Is this corrupt? No, corrupt too. And we got baby. I see now, Queen. What's gonna happen is, you know, we got billions of people on top of the earth, right? We got billions of people on top of the earth, right? So what's going on is the more I ban, the more you gonna see a lot of other trollers come through or pulling up, because you know the thing about these, I noticed the thing that I have noticed about trollers, thing that I know about trollers, man, they got so many pages, man. That's the reason why I didn't. This why I work. I'm making this my job. You know, and I'm glad, you know, nigga is a word you feel that's gonna poke at me, man. That ain't gonna work, my brother. All that nigga where you work at, it don't matter where I work. Wherever I work where you work. That's why I'm working on you. But yeah, TB Inc. family, I think we didn't level it up. We didn't beefed up. We on a digital number right now. We at 215 right now, TB Inc. family. We ain't never reached the twos on the likes. So I think we did pretty. Thank you, Queen. I think we didn't really for real. We didn't for real then showed up and showed out, man. So you know we gotta show some love to our trollers. Why not? We gotta show some love to our trollers. So let me put my lab glasses on so I can serve them proper, since they've been wanting some attention all this time. Check this out, trollers. You know, when you dealing with greatness, you dealing with someone with a purpose. A lot of things that you feel gonna move a man or a king or whatever you want to title me as or want me to be or whatever I say I am. You know, the thing about it is, I'm not on your time. I'm on God's time. I'm on God's time. So you want me to tell you what's more pleasing to me than anything is understanding this. The people that have subscribed to my channel is way more important than you. So that's the reason why I haven't even took out the time and allow you to move me and to play on my mental in a way to where I sit here and embarrass myself by getting all out of my body behind something you speaking on. Because what you speaking on don't even, that don't even, how can I put it in words? That don't even apply to me. You know what I'm saying? That don't apply to me. I'm not moved by that. I always been told since the beginning of the time, if it don't apply, let it fly. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, with that being said, man, y'all need to start showing up and showing out and doing your best is work. You need to do something better than that. You know what I'm saying? You need to do something better than that. What you need to start doing is start contributing. Meaning at the end of the day, since you feel like Theo channel is a channel that you can just jump on and, you know, drop all these goofy comments in, you need to start taking out the time and subscribing to everybody else's pages as well. So whenever the real subscribers, the real Leo supporters are on their lives popping it, man, y'all come through and engage into their channel as well. Engagement means so much, man. That right there, man, you helping me level up, man. You helping me level up. Yes. Yes. Keep it coming. CBE family, they doing their best work. You know what I'm saying? They doing their best work. I know it can be very disturbing, but you got to remember, TB Inc. family, the focus is the live, not so much the comments. You know what I'm saying? I feed into the comments. You know what I'm saying? Meaning at the end of the day, from time to time, I got to look at the comments to make sure you guys is not asking questions that I can answer. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, if you guys is not speaking on nothing concerning, you know, the Bulls or concerning something that, you know, you looking for my opinion on, etc. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna pay the comments any mind. I'm gonna just stick to the bill. You know what I'm saying? Every now and then when I'm billing, I'm more in tune with the camera. And then I tap back into the comments. You know what I'm saying? If it makes sense. So to all my real true supporters, man, please don't take it personal, man. I'm trying to figure this thing out, and I'm already knowing what's going on. I'm already know what's going on, man. You know, people hate to see you shine. So, you know, by me shining and them seeing the aura and them understanding who I am, you know, what they doing is it's normal to me. You know what I'm saying? It's normal to me. I've been dealing with this since the beginning of time, so you know, I've been I done been already aced those levels. I've been to ace those levels. I had to go through those levels in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Improving my point. It seemed like it seemed like it never was proven to know. You know, it seemed like proving my point to those that don't matter. It's like you wasting time, because it don't matter how many times you punch them out or take them down, make them understand that they don't stand a chance. They still not gonna respect you. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you still the thing that I noticed, they not gonna respect you, but they gonna stay out your way though. They gonna stay out your way. Want you to prove your point. They may still be fitted the same way, but they best believe they gonna stay out your way for sure, for sure. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it was going on. A lot of these locals is jumping on my live, man, with that shenanigan, man. They don't even know what they up against, man. You know, and I'm not here, man, to try to bully no one or try to convince no one that I'm the wrong one. It is what it is, man. As long as they doing what they doing, staying engaged and making sure they make it count on my end, man, I'm happy, man. You know, trollers, y'all the best thing that ever happened to me besides my true supporters, man. Besides my true supporters, man, y'all been showing up and showing out, man. I've been dunking on y'all head. I've been putting up many of points in a short period of time. Man, even the dogs that I have around me is starting to understand that they are loved and they are part of a great family, man. So that right there, man, is letting me know. But every time y'all come through with the trolling, it just gonna make me love my dogs even more. So I'm gonna get on her and start kissing I may start tongue kissing my dog just because I know you hate it. You know what I'm saying? Or you gonna have something to say about it. You know what I'm saying? And then it may go viral. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no telling, man. But you know, I ain't chasing nothing like that. I ain't in it for no viral moments, because this is a viral moment. Me just being me is a very viral moment, man. This is a viral moment. You know what I'm saying? This is a viral moment now, man. I'm just a free spirit, man. I'm an angel. I'm an angel. You can't tell? You know who I am. You been knowing me all your life. You don't remember me? Look into my eyes. You ain't even have to look into my eyes. You can see me. Time is ticking. So keep doing what you doing, and I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. And when the Father says time, get under your little rock. Cause get what? That little rock you on, you ain't gonna be able to hide up under it. You gonna have to face Theo, the hero. You know who I am, Moroccan. You forgot? Do I need to keep going into deep details of who I am? So the world will know who I am? But you know, I know that's what you would want me to do. But it's not time yet. In due time, you will get the opportunity to be able to think you're gonna put me on blast. But once you do that, I'm gonna be fully prepared for whatever's to come. Cause you know who I am. I know who you are. You're just disturbed to see me, cause you know who I am. So with that being said, TVN family, you know I had to ride the trollers, man. I had to get on and make them lay down. You already know how I'm coming, TVN family, man. So with that being said, y'all keep placing your best foot forward, man. Don't allow the distractions to move you in a way to where it makes you feel like, dang, man, I wonder how I'm gonna make it happen, man, with all this stuff around me and these people against me, this and this here. Don't worry about that. Focus on. Like, what are you doing? Hey, what is you doing? What makes you? Like I was gonna say, TV Inc. family. Don't allow anything outside of your peace move you in a way the way you find yourself all out of your body behind something that don't even matter. If it ain't gonna meet your needs over time, let it float on, man. If it ain't putting you in a situation where you backed up in a corner and you got to do what you gotta do in order for a person to understand that you serious about what you worked hard for, pay it no mind. Straight up. Just like you see me doing. For real, for real. Just stop. Why is you doing that? What is y'all getting out of doing that? These dogs, look at these dogs, man. He want to bite. He want to bite. He want to bite. He want to bite. And she want to tear out my charge. But yeah, my people, man. Y'all got it, man. We got it. You know, I'm starting to kind of mellow out, so y'all already know what time it is. I'm finna give me some rest, man. It's 1:42 Central Time. So with that being said, like I said before I reach this point, keep placing your best foot forward. And remember, you can do all things through the Father who strengthens you. As long as you have a mustard seed of faith, anything that's formed against you, don't stand a chance. Remember that. I love you guys. Y'all stay blessed. I'm gone.